Good morning on whatever day this is. I'm
It's
Harriet Golden
after.
One with Golden One Realty and Concierge. And
Welcome, guys, to Power Up Lunch and Learn. I'm Kerry Woods with the Maryland House Pros. How you bees? How you smoke trees with? What we got today, Miss Harriet? Our Golden One Realty and Concierge.
real estate as always. And forgive me, I'm sorry, I am out of whack today. We can start off talking about the great program rent to own that's sweeping the nation because it's not just prevalent to here, it's prevalent to other places as well. So if you are interested in purchasing a home, but right now you don't have the credit
Hey,
or
January.
you're having some challenges that you're quite not ready for yet to be a homeowner, then maybe the rent to own program may be for you. The qualifications are if you make $50,000 a year household income collectively, not just one person. You can have two people making 25 each and equal up to $50,000, or you could make $50,000 and over, and it's just not that time because of credit reasons. But your credit score is 550 and above, then those are two criteria for the program, as well as there is a $75 application fee, and that's just for a one-time fee. It's not per person like rental applications are. Also, you will have to have your security deposit and first month's rent, being able to pay that and show that in your bank statement, as well as the you can't have any federal uh, convictions ever,
Ooh.
and you can't be on, or anyone in your household be on the sex offenders list. As well as what else? Oh, you can't have any evictions that are 5 years to present, and you can't be in an open bankruptcy unless it's a Chapter 13. However, you have to have been making your payment plans on time and be up to date. But it's a great program that affords a lot of people to get into their house now, try it out, see how it is, see if home ownership is truly for you, and then you purchase. And you can have a 1 to 5 year lease, so that's great. So, like I said, I think it's a really, really great program, and folks should definitely take advantage of it. Don't laugh, I'm not feeling well today. um,
Kanika. Oh, it's okay. It's really good. So you say $50,000 combined income. So if I have a household, if somebody's making 25 and somebody else making 25, that 50 is qualified, right?
yeah,
So okay, 50,000 is the minimum income. 550 credit score. So if my credit score is not that great, as long as I got a 550,
yes, yeah.
regardless of what's on my credit.
Regardless of what's on your credit now, that gets you into the program to
Okay.
start looking for your home. During that time, so when you decide on what lease term you want, be realistic because during that time to purchase, you're going to have to be working to get your credit where it needs to be so you can purchase that house at the end of the term.
Okay. Cool. So no federal convictions other.
No,
Even if they was 30, 40 years ago, I'm
no.
disqualified.
Yeah.
So guys, if you're
As long
facing
as
a,
it shows up, then no.
I think
Hey,
we
Herbert, how are you?
might get some of those expunged. So we have to look into that. I'm gonna talk to my attorney. I know he was working with get some of that stuff expunged after a period of
Well,
time.
that's great. So you could get it expunged. That makes a difference.
So no evictions in the past 5 years.
No evictions in the past 5 years to present. So if you
Cool.
had an eviction last month, no. However, if you had a foreclosure, short sale, then this program is for you.
Cool. So if I had let's say if I had a foreclosure last month, so I can turn around and get into a house this month.
Yes.
Sweet. That's a great program. And no active bankruptcy except you say what, a chapter 13?
Yes. Yep.
Wow. That's sweet. Cool. How'd you come up with that program?
It's actually a partnership that we have with some investors.
Yeah,
And it's
sweet.
awesome.
So cool. So guys, hey, if your credit score is not the best in the world, you don't have no active, well, no prior felony convictions, you're not on the sex offender list, and you're looking to get a house, you can actually get into a house. You rent to own until you get your credit up. Actually, I was looking at some of the payments, the monthly payments on these houses, the lease payments, they're cheaper than apartments, which is crazy.
Right, right.
I'm like, man,
And
that's
it's something
ridiculous.
that you can own because the apartment you would never own. And I know people say, well, I want to wait until I'm ready. I'm not ready to make repairs. But you have to look at the bonus side. It's something that you own that's yours. You know, and a house is an asset. It builds equity over time. Something you can leave to your children, or if, say for instance, you start off with a townhouse and then your family grows, you can then rent out that townhouse and receive residual income and then move forward to buying a bigger house. So,
That's so cool. So if you're actually currently renting a house now, so you can actually go get another house and actually be able to purchase that house. That way,
yeah,
you build an equity in your own house instead of paying somebody else's mortgage down and making over it.
absolutely.
That's sweet. It's a great program. Any age qualifications? It's like
18 and up.
18 up. So even if I'm 18 to 80, 89, 90, I can get into the program.
Yeah, it didn't say an age cap.
Oh, sweet, man. If you're 18 years old, you can get into
And
a
that's
house.
good for seniors because they have 55 and up communities.
Ah, that's true. I didn't think
Yeah.
about it. Ah, so they do have a dollar. I can't go and get into $1 million house, right?
No, it is a cap.
It's a cap.
It is a cap, and I have to research what that cap amount is. And you also can't buy a house with more than 3 acres. Yeah, what else? And the house has to be in a home, an area with high performing schools, no low performing school districts.
So that eliminate a particular county. I ain't gonna say it on the video. So
Well,
okay.
now you would think it would eliminate some counties, but we don't know until we take that physical address and put it in.
Yeah, that's true. So don't think that the school automatically the property is automatically eliminated because of school. So once they put it in the program, it runs through the system. They'll tell you if it qualified or not.
Yeah.
But most people want to live in good school districts anyway. So I don't think that's a bad thing. So what else? What else we got going? The spring has sprung and the weather hasn't sprung. It's back
Yes,
and forth.
spring had sprung, and I thought it was going to be spring today, but I guess April showers turned up today, but that's all good. Now that spring has sprung, we're back in full action with some of our property preservation.
Yep.
So we're looking for people who are interested in working, who are serious and have the time.
Can you explain how that works?
That's which
What
part?
it is, proper preservation.
Property
what it is.
preservation is when the banks and the asset management companies, they want people to come and do trash outs, clean out the property. That's what a trash out is. Landscaping work, cut the grass, maid service, clean up the property on the inside, and sometimes de-winterization, winterization, as well as they may have special projects where their high water heater may be needing to be replaced, or a fence may need to be repaired, or windows boarded up, locks changed,
Or roof.
or HVAC system.
So you pretty much in every field in the housing area. So you need windows, HVAC, plumbers, grass cutters, board
And
ups.
one time, even it was an issue with the pool. So
Oh yeah.
it's different depending on that property and how bad it is as well. Trees cut down, carpet removed.
Yeah, that was a big thing we saw last year. Is when these storms come the trees have to be removed. A lot of emergency board ups. So if somebody break into the house, they're gonna need people to go out and do the board up. So guys, if you know of anyone that's doing it, or if you do it yourself, definitely get in contact with us. And how they get in contact with you?
They can reach me at 240-229-1398.
Let's slow it down. 240
229
229
1398.
1398. Your name again?
Harriet Hawkins, I think.
It's Harriet Hawkins, I think. So I'm going to speak to Harriet Hawkins, I think. Cool. So definitely
Ah,
proper preservation. And this is the time they keep you busy, guys. If you do a good job, because you get graded on the jobs, and the time, how long it take you, and how good of a job, because they do send people out there to check on you. So if you really do a good job and you do it in a timely fashion, they actually keep you busy. So it's a
right,
really good way to make some extra money, and they pay very well. They pay very well.
right. And even like last year, even if someone doesn't want to, oh, what in the world? Oh, off my pen. If it isn't, if you don't want to work with us, you can definitely come to one of our workshops, and we can tell you how to start your own property preservation company. Because I know it's a lot of folks. What I've learned with this home partnership program, and that I have assumed in my mind that most people are making six figures or more. And I understand that's not the case, because I know a lot of people don't even now. The realization is there's a lot of people who don't even make $50,000. This is a great way to make money. You know, it's your own business. You can supplement your income with it, or you can create your own business.
Especially college students. If you're out of school for the summer, it's a great way to make money. Go back to school, have money in your pocket, or
Absolutely.
pay for their school. You can probably pay for their school if you work hard enough, huh?
Yeah, definitely can pay for their school if they work hard enough.
Cool.
It's really a viable business. You just need to know how to run it, or like any business, you need to know how to run it to be successful at it.
So if they don't run their own, they just looking for some extra work, they can come talk to you too, right?
Yes.
But you
Yeah.
got to be reliable.
You have to be reliable and have good work ethics.
Cool. Cool. Reliable, good work ethic. So we did the rent to own, which is really great. I think you should touch on that all throughout the show. That rent to own is really, really cool, guys. If you have a 550 credit score, no lender is going to take. What's the minimum that a lender will look at you if you're looking to purchase a house without going through the rent to own?
580.
580. So you're looking at what, a 550? Even at 580, that's kind of low, right?
Yeah, that's still kind of low, but you can get a loan with that 580 depending on your circumstances, because they have to take in consideration your income and your debt as well.
So with the 580, they taking in consideration your income with your debt. With the 550, they just looking at your credit score regardless of your income and your
Right.
debt.
Now, 580 is if you want to just purchase a home.
Okay.
550 is if you want to get into the home partnership program. You know, we want to have be able to cover all bases. So,
Cool. Man, that's sweet. You can't beat that. So 550, they're not looking at critiquing all this stuff. They just put you in a house and giving you time to work your credit out from anywhere from 1 to 5 years.
yes, yeah.
With the 580, they're gonna want you to fix some stuff.
Yeah, with the 580 you may have to fix some stuff. But that's if you want to be approved to purchase a home right now. But you still at 580 can say, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go into the home partnership program because I want to work on my credit and get it higher."
But yeah, even though you're 550, or maybe let's touch on that. Even if I got a 550 score or a 700 score,
Right.
you know, I can actually go into a house, see if I like this neighborhood, and if I say, you know what, in 1 or 2, I don't like this neighborhood, so I want to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
There's no repercussions for dropping out the program or
No.
deciding not to purchase.
No, and that may be a good idea. Somebody may have a 700 credit score, but they're not ready to be a homeowner. Maybe they're in the military and they're in this area and they're not ready to commit. Maybe somebody who just relocated to this area and they want to figure out, you know, where do I want to live? Or maybe you're in this area and you just want to see first, hey, do I really want to be a home buy owner? And test it out for that year or two to get the feel of it and know what repairs are needed and all those great things.
That's
It's
great.
definitely a try before you buy.
Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, it's great for somebody that's transient, such as the military. Instead of just renting, and you're going to be in the area, rent, and then if you decide, you know, you want to get out and stay here, you actually can purchase the home you was renting.
Yeah.
That's sweet. You can't get no better than that.
Actually, like a new listing I have, the young lady bought the house and October. It was built from the ground. It was a spec home. So what a spec home means, someone had already had the layout and the bill, but they had to leave because they actually were in the military and they got orders. So the home was already designed to be built. And then, my client loved it when she saw it initially, but now as she's lived there for a while, she's not in love with it, so she wants to purchase a new home. So she has to sell this home, but if she was in the try before you buy, she could have just tried it out and then decided, this isn't for me. And with that being said, if anyone's interested in a new home, built in October 2017, 3 bedrooms, 4 levels, all the bells and whistles, give me a call at 240-229-1398.
So can we get in that home with the lease option program?
You sure can. You can get that home with the lease option program, the rent to own program that you have as well, or if you just want to rent $2,400 a month, that's great. Or if you have a housing choice voucher for PG County,
Sweet.
or if you want to buy.
So we got so many different options there. So we got options, which is cool.
Options. We all need options.
Cool. Go ahead. That's a great program. We're going to touch on that again before the end of the show. So, man, I wanted to touch on, I left my notes. I wanted to touch on technology. It's really cool stuff going on in the real estate industry. It may be cool to some people. Some people are actually going to get left behind with this technology. And Zillow actually announced this week that they are actually getting into the real estate flipping business, which is,
wow.
Yeah, which is so it's cool. You remember? I don't know if you remember last year. I was talking to those guys, and they were saying with the leads, and I think they teamed up with Tom Ferry, the president of Zillow, was talking to Tom Ferry, and they was working on some stuff. But he was saying their biggest problem was with the leads was the agents following up with the people. They was generating leads, but their biggest problem was with the follow-ups. They wouldn't follow up. And Zillow had this program where they would get 3 investors to make offers on these properties, but they were backup offers. And then once they get the 3 investors, they would actually get one of the agents to list the house. And if the house didn't sell at a certain price, the owner can come back and pick one of the 3 offers, which is really cool. So, I didn't see them moving completely over. I guess they like, hey, let's take control of this ourselves instead of giving it to the agents, because they sell a lot of those leads to Zillow.
Right.
To the agents. Zillow sell a lot of those leads to the agents. They actually opened this program. I think it's Phoenix and Vegas. They actually do a program. But what they're going to be actually doing, they're going to be trying to get in and out of these houses in 90 days. So pretty much I look at them, instead of doing the full rehabs, I think they're going to be doing the prehabs or the refurbs, as we call the prehabs or the refurbs. So they're trying to get it out in 90 days. And people are like, oh, how's that going to affect the market? And I'm thinking, it's really not. It's especially if they come to this area. It's so much competition out here. One thing that they can't bring that you guys actually have is that relationship. And I talk about this, a relationship business all the time. So I'm not worried about it. Actually, I want to see actually how successful they are at actually doing it, because if you talk about rehab, they've never been in the rehab business before. It's a little more different than just actually wholesaling properties. But
I would hope they would seek specialists in those areas.
Well, they teamed up. They teamed up with some real estate companies where they are. So the agents actually going to be helping. So they actually teamed up with the companies. But with that being said, we like to see how that model sells up. But guys, the thing with Zillow and Trulia, if you're an agent, if you're an investor, man, their systems are duplicated. But what they do is open and transparent. So if you're buying leads from Zillow, if you're buying leads from Trulia or whatever those guys, look at their systems. It's open and transparent. It's really, really duplicatable. It's so easy. And they're not competition. They're not competition. They just taking advantage of technology. And with technology, they also have virtual title companies now. So you got virtual title companies where the seller and buyer never meet. The money gets transferred and everything gets done and it's all done. I'm like, with this technology, it's crazy. So what effect is that going to have on the traditional title companies?
Right.
At the same time, they got virtual real estate offices now, which a lot of the times, one of the ones, this one just moved into the DC area where they actually paying, I think for first 30 days, they paying a commission to the home seller. They giving the seller $1,000 if they list with them within the first 30 days. And their agents are actually employees, so they actually pay their agents, which they say they don't have to worry about the ups and downs of the market, so they know exactly what they're going to be making. So it's a whole different thing. But I'm speaking to this because I'm talking about technology. I'm like, a lot of the real estate agents and real estate brokers are reluctant to change. You're not taking advantage of technology. You got to take advantage of technology. Investors seem to be a little more savvy with the technology and the change, but for agents and investors, I see you guys get left behind, and when you're trying to play catch up, it's like, and then you go and join the people that actually took over your company. You go and join them instead of, competing against them where there's really no competition. But look at the technology out there. Look at what they're doing. If you want to learn what Zillow and Trulia is doing, I can teach you what Zillow and Trulia is doing. It's so simple. All they're doing is pretty much is giving information. They're building lead pages. They're building squeeze pages, and they're giving away free information. And the people are coming to them, and they taking that information and selling it back to you guys. You can do the same thing. You can do the same thing. And I talk all the time about videos. Video marketing, guys. You got to get into the video marketing, especially on the investing side. Not worry about the big guy because it's still going to be enough out there. So even though they're in the market, I wouldn't worry about them. I don't think they're going to be a real threat to the investor side. Maybe a little to the traditional real estate. On the traditional real estate side, I'd be more worried about the virtual real estate companies that's set up in a different states, but they're licensed in every state, and they actually making the agents as part of the company and giving back kickbacks. And so something to look into. You might want to research that as you're an investor and if you're an agent, and see what you can do to change your business model so you don't get left behind with this new technology. But I'm telling you, it's so cool. I didn't change a lot of my marketing within the last couple of months, where so much has changed with the new stuff come on, and it's so much better. And you're spending a lot less money. I won't talk about it now, but it's so cool. You got to get with it.
So when can you do the class teaching folks about the new technology so they can be abreast and up on it?
It's going to take me a while to put that class together because it's so much. It can go. It's not as simple. If you don't understand SEO, if you don't understand the website, if you don't understand marketing, so it probably go from like marketing 101 to all the way up to the real complicated SEOs and backlinks and all that good stuff. So it's not something you can learn. I'm not sure, and that's my answer. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long it'll take. It all depends on your level of what you know about the technology. Because I couldn't take, if you don't know anything about technology, you just know build a website, wait for leads. It's going to be really, really hard to get you up to a level where you understand what's going on. So for those folks, I would recommend that you find a company, so that's doing leads or doing lead generation, building websites, building squeeze pages, and you just link up with that company and let them do all that for you.
Is that something you do for folks too?
I do it for the people that come through my training. Yeah, I do it for the people that come through my training. I help them with those. But I just to hire myself out, no, it's too much.
Too time consuming.
Time consuming. It's rewarding though. It's worth it though. It's worth it. I'm telling you, it's so cool. And like, you can get leads and keep getting leads and keep getting leads because with the lead generation business, without them leads, you out of business. But it's really cool. I love technology. I love what's going on right now.
Cool. So speaking of, for those folks who come to your class, when is your next class?
Don't know when I'm gonna have the time. You talking about which one? The broke the no joke?
No, you have another one that you're doing.
The lease option?
Yes.
Lease option. That I'm probably not teaching anymore. I'm not teaching that class anymore because I think I have enough people working in there. I don't want you stepping on each other's toes in a particular area, so I'm not teaching it. I have enough people in that spectrum where we can handle what we're going on. It's really, really lucrative.
So what class are you continuing to teach? Everybody wants to know.
what classes they want. The wholesaling is really really simple. I could teach you guys wholesaling all day and all long. It's really really simple. And actually, I'm gonna teach it to you now. Find a property, buy it below market, mark it up, and sell it to somebody. Now it's I probably teach the wholesaler. I just don't know the schedule. I don't know our schedule because we got so much going on. But I'll teach the wholesaling class. But actually, for the next wholesaling class that I teach is going to be for wholesalers. It's going to be for investors. It's going to be for agents. It's going to be for everybody. I'm gonna give you our $1 million plan. How you can take that plan and you can walk out the door after the classes and you can start your a multi-million-dollar business. And this is proven systems. It's something that we use. And it's proven to make you money. Because I hear people all the time like, oh man, this don't work, or we're not getting enough leads. And I'm thinking to myself, even though I gave them the game plan, a lot of them don't stick with the plan. And the ones that do, they structure it all wrong. And the way I had it set up, guys, I was like, you don't pay me, you pay me by doing deals. So I would give you the class for little or nothing. Then, we would split the first 3 deals. Then after the third deal, and that's when I'm open the floodgates. I'm going to give you everything. But most of the guys, they go do 1 or 2, 3 deals. They never come back. They don't get the whole package. Like it don't work. So I'm feeding you that seed, and then your integrity level don't bring you back. So you're never gonna go to the next level. So after those that went through the 3 deals and they came back, the business is actually booming. So so what I decided to do, instead of just waiting after the 3rd deal, when you come to this class, I'm gonna charge you full price, but I'm gonna give you everything where you can go out and you can make a turn this into a multi-million-dollar business, and you can actually do this within 9 months. Within 9 months, 6 to 9 months, you can make $1 million easy in this business. And that's for beginners. And if you've been doing this for a while, you can actually cut that time in half. So if you actually out there and you're rehabbing or you wholesaling now, I can give you a plan right now. That will double your business within the next 30 days, guaranteed. And I get paid on results. So you don't have to pay me until it actually happens. So I'm not sure when I'm gonna be able to teach that class again because of our schedule. We got a complicated schedule, and we got so much going on.
Cool, but it's good to know that
Good to
you're
know.
available to do that.
But the lease option class, I'm not teaching that anymore. I got enough people in that. So you want to learn? I'll get you. We got you. I'll teach it to you. Since we take care of the people, take care of us.
Hey, cousin, well, you don't know because you're new to Facebook, but we also are doing a Broke to No Joke tour, and we're coming to different cities. Only thing that we ask, if we come to different cities, we have to have a place to teach the class, and we want to have at least 5 people or more to come and travel. But it'd be definitely a great class for you to learn, and we'll reach out and talk about it before the week is out.
Yeah, we talk about it. We come to your town wherever you are. When we're set up, we guarantee you within the first 30 days we have a deal for you. We have you going to close, and we'll show you how you can case study. You can follow us from beginning to end. So we will come there. We'll do a little bit of research before we get there. So once we get there, we'll start our marketing, and I guarantee you within that first 30 days we'll have a deal for you. That's going to close it before we leave, and you can take that plan and you can keep going with it, and that works anywhere. And that works anywhere. It's so sweet. You love it. And we're going to take some people with us from here.
Sure. We definitely want to take a support system. Real estate is amazing. I tell people all the time, it's one of the best things I ever decided to do. Is it frustrating at times? Yes, it is. Is it easy? I won't use easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
Because it depends on what may be easy to me may be difficult to someone else. I think the hardest part of it is setting your schedule and committing to doing something to make it work. Because a lot of people want to see immediate results like yesterday, and sometimes that's not the time. You have to be committed, and you have to follow the systems and not try to go over something. Be like, you know what, I'm not going to do that part, and then it won't work. But if you follow the systems and you stay committed and you do it step by step how it's taught, then it definitely will work. And the thing is, you always want to research and get knowledge about what you're doing, because things change. You can't do the same thing that you were doing 10 years ago and expect better results.
Now, like I said, times and always revolving in this industry. Stuff always changing. It's so cool. So we started on doing some commercial stuff. I was in Baltimore Friday. Went to look at this $1 million property. We had like a couple people interested in that, so that actually sold. Then the people that took us say, hey, we got more. So we went and looked at this $2 million complex, say, okay, you guys, let's go ahead and do this one now. We move this, we have more. And on the way back, I get a phone call. Like, man, I got this $465 million deal. These people ready to go now. We got this paperwork. Help me. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me put you in touch with my attorney. So it's really cool. You definitely got to evolve and change because, the community is always changing. And real estate is always changing, and it's so cool. And one of the things I get all the time is about the real estate classes is, these national gurus. The national gurus, they got these programs, and you pay all this money for guys. They don't have that relationship. You will never see them. They come into this area because they know how lucrative the industry is in this area. One come every 3 months, the other come like every 6 months. They're going to come, they're going to flood you with a ton of information. It's going to be so excited. You up in the ether. They're going to charge you a credit card and they're gone. And that support system not here. If you're going to be doing business here, go to your local real estate investment clubs. Team up with the people that's actually doing what you want to do. If you want to do rehab, team up with the most successful rehab at that club. You want to do wholesaling, find out who's the best wholesaler. Team up with that wholesaler. If you want to do buy and hold, find out who's the buy and hold specialist. If you want to do commercial, find out who's the commercial specialist and team up with those guys. But, keep it local. Keep it local. It's like if you wouldn't go out of town and try to find you somebody to teach you about the monument. You wouldn't go to California and ask somebody to teach you about the monument. You try to find somebody local here. So why get somebody out of town, come here, sell you a program for something that you here in your backyard, and they be gone tomorrow, and you're not going to get the support system. That TV hype, that stuff you see on TV, a lot of it is hype. A lot of it is fabricated. You want to get the real. So if you want, and what they charge you is crazy. What they charge you for these programs, if you spent that money on marketing towards a deal, you can be a multimillionaire. You can be a multimillionaire. We got some excellent teachers here in this area, and we got some of the most successful people in real estate right here in this area, and they all open to teaching. They are all open to teaching, which is really cool. So definitely take advantage of it. Definitely take advantage of it.
Cool. You hear that? Take advantage of your local realtors, real estate investors. Sow back into your community, and it will be paid out in abundance.
In abundance. Yep. So, and if we got any commercial buyers out there, we have a ton of commercial deals coming down. So definitely get in touch with me, MarylandHousePros@gmail.com or 240-389-4319. We got a ton of commercial deals that's coming down the pipe. Actually sitting on 2 right now. So you definitely going to be vetted. We have to make sure that you have the ability to close, but we have those deals. Even wholesalers. If you got those guys, you got commercial buyers, and we're not talking little money now. We're not talking, 600,000, 800. We're talking $1 million properties. So if you got those guys that want to buy those properties, definitely get in touch with me. 240-389-4319.
Cool. 240
389 4319
4319
or Maryland House Pros, MARYLAND House Pros at gmail.com.
Cool.
Oh, also if you want to learn real estate investing, go to investors-workshop.thinkific.com. Maryland House Pros. No, investors-workshop.thinkific.com. There's some classes on there you can actually take. You can actually do those on your own, and you can get learn how this business works there. So you don't have to be in person. You can actually take those classes online.
Cool. So you can take them online too, or in person.
Yep. Basic training.
Awesome. So briefly again, the try before you buy rent to own program. Again, if you have a collective income of $50,000, and again that means if it's multiple people in your home and the income adds up to $50,000 or more, or you can make $50,000 yourself, That's one of the qualifications. And if you have a credit score of 550 or more, you have your security deposit and first month's rent, no federal convictions, no evictions from the past 5 years to present, can't be on the sex offender list, and also no active bankruptcy except for Chapter 13, and you have to be up to date on your payment plans. You qualify for this rent-to-own program. And like one of the ladies asked yesterday, it's not a program that they're just going to throw you in. It's just a property they're going to throw you in. These are properties that are on the market with realtors today in the area. And you get to pick one as long as it's not in a district where the schools are performing low.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned. So the way it works, guys, you actually go around like with the realtor looking at properties, and you pick your own property.
Absolutely, that's how it goes.
And the majority of these homes are listed on the market, right?
Yes, they are.
But the great part about this program is you can actually go to a for sale by owner, or if you know a cousin or somebody want to sell their house, if their house fit into the program and it can pass that inspection, you can actually purchase that house. So, you know, it's really, really open to you.
Now, if you own a home and you want to sell it and it's 1978 or lower, then what you would need to do, you would need to get a lead inspection certificate, not the lead disclosures. You have to go and find an inspector has to do the lead inspection and get it certified and get the certificate, or the property won't qualify.
So investors, if you rehabbing homes that was built before 1978, even though we know all the lead is gone, they still gonna require a certificate. So if you're an investor and you're rehabbing houses that's built before 1978 and you want us to use your house in the program, make sure that you get that lead-based certificate, you know, that we can use. Without that certificate, I don't care if it's a full tear down and rebuild, you know, fully gut and rebuild, we cannot do anything. If it's built before 1978, in the records, you're going to have to need that lead certificate. If you got that lead certificate, then we can actually use one of your rehab houses. We can sell it just like that. But what I'm going to do, for those guys that have those federal convictions, if you got a federal conviction, the program don't take you. You qualify for everything else, but the federal convictions stop you. I'll put you in my rent-to-own program.
Cool. So that's a win-win.
Yeah, I'll put you in my rent-to-own program. So I'm not going to hold you back.
So do you take sex offenders too?
No.
Okay.
No, I ain't taking no child molester, sex offender. That's dead. I'm telling you, that ain't gonna happen.
Okay, so if you have a federal conviction, then give Kerry a call, and you can go into his rent-to-own program. What's your number where they can reach you?
I ain't taking no sex offender. That's dead. 240-389-4319. So if the only thing is holding you back, guys, so if you got that credit score, you got your security deposit, you know, but you've been convicted of that felony in the past, I'm not going to let that stop you. That's something that you served your time for. It should be eliminated from your record. So it shouldn't be held against you. You paid your debt to society. I'll put you in my lease option program that works the same way. It's
I
the only
have
thing.
A question for you. Do you function in Philly? You have a lease option program in Philly?
We do this nationwide, actually worldwide.
This is nationwide, worldwide.
I do this nationwide, worldwide. I haven't done anything overseas yet, but we do this nationwide.
You call, we come.
Yeah, so and the cool part about it, as long as I got a cell phone or laptop, I can do it from anywhere. So yeah, definitely we do Philly. So, you know, like I said, if you've got that felony on your record, don't let that hold you back. If you paid your debt to society, I definitely get you into a lease option. The only thing with my program is you're gonna need at least $5,000 or $10,000 up front to get into the property.
Okay, so you do need to have some capital up front to get into a property, at least $5,000 or $10,000.
$5,000 or $10,000.
Okay, sweet.
Yep. So as long as you got that and you qualify, and the fact that you'll have to be able to qualify within 2 years.
2 years.
In 2 years, you'll have to be able to qualify to actually purchase that home. So unlike your program, you know, once you put that $5,000 to $10,000 up, it's non-refundable if you decide not to purchase. So with my program, the money is non-refundable, and you got to be able to qualify within 2 years to purchase that home. With your program, they don't put money up, and they got up to 5 years, and if they walk away, there's no repercussions.
Cool.
If you walk away from mine, you lose your deposit. But I will take felony. And the great part about it, guys, you know, if it's not really in your heart, I'm not gonna put you in nothing that you're not gonna buy, because I really want you to purchase the home. And by law, I can't put you into a house that I know you can't afford within
Right.
that 2 year period. I actually be violating the law, and I'm not going to violate the law.
Herbert, what I'll do is I'll give you his number directly offline through your text. And if you happen to get any messages in your inbox, it's not from him or from me because I have your number directly. So I'll send it to you directly.
Yeah, guys. Hey, I'm not soliciting business or anything. Please, when we doing this, don't put your number on line. You can contact me at 240-389-4319 or through my email. If you put your number out, we got people out there just trolling the space and they're actually calling you, saying you're me and giving you all types of bogus information.
Right.
I never ask you to send me, wire me money. I don't do all that crazy stuff. So if somebody call you asking for money, say that they are me, it's not. I'm not gonna call you and ask for you no money.
Cool. So what else we got to finish up with? It's what, 12:56.
12:56. We're gonna recap the program again. So my lease option or rent to own program requires $5,000 to $10,000 down, and you must be able to qualify for the house within 2 years. Harriet's lease option program, 0 down. You get 1 to 5 years to actually qualify to purchase a house, and you don't need no money down with hers. In my program, $5,000 to $10,000. If you decide not to buy it, that money is non-refundable. You don't get that money back. But other than that, you don't have to purchase this house. It's actually an option. So when they say lease with the option is yours. That money you put down is an option fee, and that fee holds the house until you're ready to purchase. If you don't purchase it, then it's just the fee that you paid to keep that option open.
Cool. And also the property preservation. If you know someone who would like to join our team and is serious and available, give us a call. If you're interested in opening your own property preservation company, give us a call, 240-229-1398. And if you're interested in making more than $50,000 and supplementing your income or walking away from your employer, give us a call.
Yep. And when I get a date for that class, guys, if you're a real estate agent, you're a real estate investor, whether it's wholesale or rehab, I'm giving the class. I'm giving everything how you turn that into a multi-million-dollar business. I'm giving the class. I would charge you for the class, and like I say, I get paid on results. So I would charge you something for the class that I would do once you get results. If you never get the results, then you don't have to pay me. But I'm gonna give you a multi-million-dollar business. I'm gonna show you how to double what you're doing right now, and you can do it within the next 30 days. I guarantee you can double what you're doing now. Actually, you can probably quadruple what you're doing right now. Once I give you the plan, you're like, oh man, I should have thought of this a long time ago. It's really, really simple and easy. And we spoke on technology too. With the marketing and the Facebook and the Google AdWords and the Twitter and the Instagram, guys, it's so easy now. You eliminate some of the groundwork with knocking on doors and mailing letters, but it's ridiculous. I'm going to teach y'all that. I'm going to give you guys my multi-million-dollar plan, and it's yours. You can take it and run with it. You can do what you want with it. And the reason I'm giving it to you, because there's really no competition. It's all based on work ethic, because I know once I give it to you, most of you not going to follow the system, not going to follow what through with it. And those that do, going to be successful, but you're not going to be able to scale enough to keep up with all the work out here, because it's just what they do. I already know. So I'll give it to you.
Cool.
Just don't know the date. We got a lot of stuff going on. So, and it's 6 weeks?
Yes.
6-week course. So I don't want to start nothing, then stop, then have to come back. So it's really cool.
But if you come on location, it won't be a 6-week class. It'll have to be a weekend class, and so it will be very intense if you go on location. So you want to know that you're going to be committed to those days.
Yep. So if we go into your state or come into your city and we doing it, and we say we get you that deal, we can go to any city. We set up, we get you a deal within 30 days. We're going to have that on the weekend. It's going to be probably a Saturday, all day Sunday. We're going to go in, we're going to do everything. We guarantee within the next 30 days you have a deal going to close. It's that simple.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys. It's time to say goodbye.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all our family. MIC, see you soon. Okay, why? Because we like it.
Well, thank you guys. See you next weekend. Have a great rest of the weekend. And if you need us, you have our numbers to contact us.
Yeah, peace and love. You get a peace. Love it.
Peace out.